Hello everyone, my name is Mario Facas Spirit and welcome to the channel. So today's video is going to be about inner dialogue and how you deal with it, right? So I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to give you an example happened to me last Saturday, and I'm going to explain to you how I dealt with it, right? So, right, like where I live here is a trailer park. So at the clubhouse we have a gym there. So the other day I was at the gym, that was Saturday, and I had my gym bag, and on that gym bag there, I have a stopwatch, right? And I loop the string for the stopwatch around the handle of the bag, right? So on Saturdays I need that stopwatch to do ab exercises, and I like to time myself. So when I went to do that, I'm looking in my bag for my stopwatch, right? I'm looking up the handles and all that, and I can't find the stopwatch. So I'm thinking to myself, well, last time I was here, I probably left it, you know what I mean? And that's it. I lost it. I probably left it here, and that was it, right? But then all of a sudden, this thing pops in my head. Someone stole it, right? I left it here, and someone stole it, right? So right away, I didn't give that any energy. I stopped it right there. I said to myself, no one stole it. The only thing I know that is factual is that the chances are I left it here. That's all I really know, right? That I lost it. That's it. That's all I really know. I didn't know that someone stole it, right? So I didn't have feed that inner dialogue. I didn't have feed that thought. All I said, I just cut off, said, I lost it. That's it. Done. Right? So I go through my whole workout. Then I'm walking home, and I feel something hitting me in the leg. Right? So I look down, and I see a shadow of this long string, and what's hitting me in the leg is my stopwatch. So what I'm guessing will probably happen is that the string for the stopwatch is black, right? And the stopwatch itself is red. I think the stopwatch had been ended up underneath the bag. And I didn't pick up the bag to look. I just kind of looked inside. So I didn't see the string on the handle because it was the same color, right? And the red stopwatch underneath the bag. So I didn't see it. So all that drama, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it could have been worse. I could have fed it a lot. I could have really fed that, but I didn't. All that drama for what? A, it was never stolen, so it was false accusation of whoever. Right, that's number one. Number two, I never even lost it. It was attached to my bag in the first place. So all this drama, for no reason. So you have to look in your life, how many times does that happen, that we create drama for ourselves? We have all this internet dialogue about things that are not even true, or that we don't even know that is true, that possibly our perception's off, right? Perfect example, I'm also a bodybuilder, so last Saturday, which was the same day, I was watching the Pittsburgh Pro. So I watched the pay-per-view, right? So when they announced the winner, the camera was focused on the side of the winner. So all the other winners, all the fifth, fourth, and third, they were already on. They were like in the middle of the stage because they called them out first. But then when it came to 1 and 2, they were on the side, so they're going to call out who won, right? So the minute so they call out this one bodybuilder named Derek Lunsford, right? So he won, right? He was all happy, this and that. And I see him walking across the stage, and I'm looking at this other guy. I think he came in third. His name was Martin Fitzwater, right? And a lot of people didn't think that Derek Lunsford should have won. They thought the other guy, Nick Walker, should have won, right? So I'm looking at Martin's face, and to my perception, I'm thinking to myself, oh, he would say something to someone, right? He was probably saying, yeah, well, whatever, like this is rigged or something, or whatever, something like that. That's what was in my head. Did I know that was true? Did I know that was factual? No, I didn't know. I didn't hear what he said, but yet in my head, That's what I thought, right? Because a lot of people weren't happy. You know what I mean? So I got caught up in that energy, whatever it was. At the end of the day, I did not know if that was factual or not. So I had this thought of Martin, right, which was that guy that this is what he thought, which I didn't know if it was true or not. So, the next time I see this video or when I see when when Derek wins, it's a different angle. It's someone filming it from the audience, right? So now when he's called to win, I can see Martin, right? Because it's shot off the side. It's not shot from the middle. So where the middle they would be focused more on Derek and Nick, and then they pan across it to show Derek walk across. So right. So this one here is shot from someone in the audience. So it's shot at an angle. You can see Derek and Nick, but over here you can see Martin stand there too, right? So when they say Derek's name, freaking Martin's like, yeah, it's like all happy. I'm like, all that time I'm thinking he was like, yeah, whatever, it's all rigged. He was like happy for the guy, right? And to make it even worse, someone a couple of days later, right, 'cause a lot of people were upset. They're saying, it's robbery, it's rigged, this and that, right? But anyways, a couple of days later, someone DMs Martin and says, why were you happy when Derek won, right? And he's like, so I like Derek and his physique 10 million times better than Nick's. So all that, the whole time, but like initially, my thoughts of Martin were not even real. They were from my own perception. It was not true, right? So the point of this video is this. Unless you know it's factual, right? Unless you know it's true, be very careful on the thoughts you have of people and of certain experiences, because you know what? It may not be true. And at the end of the day, if you're judging someone, and you remember, when you point your finger at someone, you always point your three at yourself, right? So judgment's not healthy. But if you're sitting there judging someone, or you're thinking someone did this, and you create that perception of yourself, or that illusion of that person inside your head, that's on you, right? That's your choice. You're the one that perceived that experience, perceived that person that way. That has nothing to do with that person there. So be very careful, especially if you're judging, right? If you're getting upset, you're getting angry at someone. If it ends up that it's you that's wrong, not the other person, this is all on you. You're going to have to answer to that, not that person there. So at the end of the day, be very careful. Don't let the dialogue get to you. Calm it down, relax it. Focus on the things you know for sure, the facts you know. Don't just think, that person thinks this of me, without even knowing for sure if that person thinks that of you, okay? So we'll leave it there. Have a pleasant day, and we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.